Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anna and I make New York City based adventure videos spiked with love and positivity. This week, we are no longer in New York City. We are on Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas on their 7-day Caribbean cruise. I'm so excited to get this video started. I will give you a tour of the cruise ship, show you the dining options, and give you a room tour. I'll also show you the different ports we visited. So if you're interested in this, then please keep watching. The Rhapsody of the Seas is a small, older cruise ship which was refurbished in 2016. It has a capacity of 2,416 passengers and a total of 765 crew members. At each port, this tent was set up. When returning to the ship, you had to pass through security, which involved showing your ID card, blue SeaPass card, going through metal detectors, and scanning your items through X-ray machines. Let's see what amenities this ship offers. On Deck 9, there is an outdoor pool. The pools have salt water, which is taken from the ocean. There are plenty of sun loungers around on the top deck, a large TV screen, hot tubs, a bar, a DJ, and various activities that take place here, such as dancing classes. There's also a walking track which goes around the outside perimeter of the top deck on the ship. If I can offer one piece of advice, it would be to bring a light sweater with you. When you're not in the outdoor areas, there's air conditioning inside, and if you're someone like me who gets cold all the time, a light sweater will come in handy. On each level is this map of the cruise ship. I found it very helpful in locating various places. This is the Stateroom. It's an area where certain musical events would be held, games would be played, and where the bar is located. This is the solarium. It's an indoor pool, but the top part can be opened if it's a nice day. This was a nice quiet area to spend the afternoon with relaxing music in the background. At the back of the ship was this rock climbing wall. The schooner bar was the place where trivia activities would happen and also live music events. There's also a dancing area where lessons would be held and where paintings would be auctioned off. There's a casino on the ship too. It was full of colorful flashing lights, lots of sounds, and much activity. If you have loyalty status with Royal Caribbean, the Crown Lounge is available for you to use. This was a small space where you could get snacks, enjoy a drink, and meet other Crown Lounge members. The Viking Crown Lounge was on the top deck and was very nicely decorated. It was a large space, and this is also where the Japanese restaurant is. On our sea day, sushi making classes took place here. The ship also has shops. If you can't find what you're looking for at the ports, then try the shops. You'll find clothing, bags, jewelry, perfume, and much more. This 7-day Caribbean cruise visited 5 islands. It started in Puerto Rico and went to St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. Maarten, St. Kitts, and Barbados. It looped back to Puerto Rico on the final day with a total of only 1 day completely at sea. Check the description box if you're interested in more details about what port the ship docked at on each island. You can book excursions through the cruise ship or find your own activities. It's easiest to book excursions through the cruise ship, but you will pay more than if you organize your own activity. The excursions usually take place at 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. the latest, so be prepared to wake up early and get ready for them. At the first stop in St. Croix, we chose the beach break at Fort Frederiksted, which is a 10-minute walk from the port. You'll get a lounge chair and a shared umbrella. This beach was very rocky. There were a lot of people paddleboarding, kayaking, and snorkeling, but there were actual cinder blocks under the water and large rocks. You'd have to be very careful so that you didn't hit your knee or foot while swimming. The views from the top of St. Thomas were incredible. we did the Explore St. Thomas and Magens Bay tour. Along the way to the mountaintop, in a large open-air taxi, we were told fun facts about the island. They drive on the left side of the road because it used to belong to Britain. Only 2,000 people live on the island. Up at the mountaintop, you go through a shopping area to arrive at the bar where they sell the famous banana daiquiris. Past the bar on the outdoor patio, you'll get a view of Magens Bay and the other small islands that belong to the British Virgin Islands. The beach at Magens Bay is rated as one of the top 10 in the world, and that's where we went next. The beach was nice and the water was 80 degrees Fahrenheit, although it felt much colder than that. The water here was perfect, the sand was soft, and it was a truly incredible day at the beach in this very calm bay. I loved it so much. In downtown Charlotte-Amalie, the main street is small and mostly lined with jewelry stores. St. Maarten is half Dutch and half French. Here, we did our own thing and headed into town via a water taxi. The boardwalk and shopping area is very close to the beach. There were 6 cruise ships docked for the day, so the area was extremely crowded. We took a taxi to Maho Beach, which is famous for the airplanes landing so close to the spectators. There's a bar and restaurant over on this side, and past this area is a resort with a hotel. I've never seen a more crowded beach. Even if you find a place to put your towel down, other beachgoers are in close proximity. It's a really nice beach, but the tide is strong, and it gets deep quickly, although there are no huge waves. The water was perfectly warm. The bad part is that it's noisy as the planes land, and you can smell gas from the boats that come close to shore to watch the planes land. At one point, I did feel the jet engines being turned on, and a blast from one of the planes taking off. If you're interested, there's a live stream on YouTube where you can watch the planes land all day. Towards the end of the day, as the cruise ships were all preparing to leave, only then did the beach become more peaceful. In St. Kitts, we opted for the kayak and snorkeling adventure. First, we were driven up the mountaintop for the gorgeous views of both the hills on one side and the beach on the other. Along the way, we learned St. Kitts used to be British, and they also drive on the left side of the road. Surprisingly, there are monkeys on the island, but instead of stealing your belongings, they have an acquired taste for alcohol. Be aware that you will be asked for money to have your picture taken with the monkeys. From the kayak site, we paddled for about 20 minutes to a cove that was surrounded by rocks. Then we got on our snorkel gear and headed out. Back by the cruise ship, Port Zante is within close walking distance. Here, you'll find shops, a few places to eat, and the National Museum. The last port was in Barbados. We went to Carlisle Beach for about 2 hours. The color was a pristine blue, and the sand had bits of pink in it. Glass bottom boats were offering tours, and you could also choose from the sea turtle tours. By the bus terminal close to the cruise ship, you'll find this indoor shopping center. If you're looking for souvenirs or handmade goods, this is the place to visit.
Now it's time for the room tour. So this is what the decks look like. Along this hallway are rooms. These are facing the window, and these are interior rooms without a window. But there's various options on the ship. One of the things is, if you get lost and you don't remember if you're at the front of the boat or at the back of the ship, then you might have to walk the long length of this hallway. But it's okay, it's cardio, burning off those calories after that buffet lunch. So let's head on into the room and see what it looks like. Oh, but before we do that, I should mention that these doors are magnetic and people tend to decorate them. So if you're celebrating something like a birthday, a retirement, or a honeymoon, I think that's a really cute idea to kind of put some magnets on here, and you can easily find your room that way too instead of just looking for the number. Okay, let's go inside. So here is a double occupancy room with a window. Here the bed is together, but if there's two of you and you'd like to sleep separate, these beds can be moved apart and you can just have two twin beds. There's a TV that pulls out from the wall. There is a safe inside this cabinet over here. And a really cute thing, housekeeping leaves these little towel creatures. This is a monkey, isn't it lovely? And here is a seating area with a lot of mirrors. Also, where you're standing right now, to your left is the bathroom, which I will show you in just a bit, and to the right is the closet. Here's the closet. So it opens up this way. Here's the bathroom. Stepping in, you see the toilet. To the left, we have our shower. The towels are stocked daily. Over here you have some more storage space to the left. You have the sink. You're also left with a bar of soap. And here I am. I stepped into the shower for a little bit because I wanted to show you all of this. Opposite to the seating area, we have this couch here.
Imagine waking up to this beautiful ocean view every day. In addition to the towel monkey, we were also left with a cute puppy and elephant towel animals. Every night, there are various shows and entertainment on board. The Broadway Melodies Theater is the largest space which hosts big audiences for various events such as the Ariel Show, and Celine Dion impersonator performance, to name just two. In the Stateroom is where the live jazz band performs. And dance parties take place. During the day, there's various activities here such as archery. If you pay extra for the formal dining room, Edelweiss is the place where you'll go. I'll show you the buffet in a few minutes as well. Edelweiss is beautifully decorated and makes for a wonderful space to have a sit-down dinner with waiters bringing your order to the table. You can order as much as you'd like from the menu. Over the course of the cruise, for appetizers, we had options which included crab cake, iceberg lettuce, arancini balls, a prosciutto and arugula dish, corn cakes, tortilla soup, coconut shrimp, pork buns, and tomato and avocado salad. For entrees, we had options which included stuffed mushrooms, Parmesan chicken, beef lasagna, enchiladas, which actually looked more like a burrito, salmon, lamb chops, lobster, stuffed eggplant, seafood linguine, and beef. For dessert, we had options that included tres leches cake, brownie and ice cream, pineapple cake, chocolate custard, Boston cream cake, a warm chocolate dessert, tiramisu, and key lime pie. The Windjammer serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is the main buffet area, and it's organized around this central area where the two halves of the circle have the same types of food. For breakfast, there are a variety of breads, cheeses, cold cuts, croissants, omelets, waffles, pancakes, eggs, sausages, hash browns, bacon, salmon, cream cheese, donuts, various pastries, yogurt, and fruits. For lunch, there are options for salads, a burger and hot dog station with French fries, an assortment of fruits, and various dishes that change every day. Dinner at the Windjammer is similar to the other meals, where there's a variety of fruits available, breads, and salads. The dishes available for dinner change every night too. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss my videos when they go live on Thursday evenings. In the meantime, let's keep in touch on Instagram at Miss Anna Adventures. If you've been on a Royal Caribbean cruise before, let me know what your thoughts are about the different ones and which one was your favorite. Okay, I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.